All right. Hello, chat. How's it going? Hopefully well. We're back. We're playing MGS2 again, which means we're back to the dog tags. We were in the plant, just slowly working through. We're doing the very easy run of plant right now, which means that I'm also like trying to figure out how all the conditions are working exactly, but it should be fine, I think. Odds are I'm gonna miss at least one. Like, there's just a very high chance, but it is what it is. We'll worry about it later. Anyway, let me just get the game open. Get her going. This game, by the way, for anyone wondering, or any of the curious out there, we're weighing in at 71 hours played on just like my Steam account for the Master Collection. And all that I've ever played of MGS2 Master Collection is for doing this 100%. So we are just sitting at like 71 hours of playtime so far, which is crazy. Like, I thought that MGS 5 would be the long one, but this could rival it, genuinely, with how much there still is to do. This could legitimately rival MGS 5 in terms of like 100% length. Granted, we're still far from MGS 5, so who knows, but like, it's a lot of time in on this one. It's crazy. I mean, I knew it was going to be one of the worst ones. I had heard that MGS 2 was one that took a lot of effort, but I just wasn't quite prepared for what I got, clearly. All right. We got to head over to Strut F. I should have already gotten these guys. They're checked off on my list. So I'm going to go out on a whim and assume we did. I don't think I would have checked them off if we didn't. The VR missions? Yeah. The VR missions did make up a good bit of that. Because how long? It was like 30 hours just for VR missions. 30 some, I want to say. I think it was more than 30. Which, yeah. The VR missions were a little painful. There's this guy up top. I think, isn't this one of the guys who like looks out and gets the crazy long vision cone? Oh yeah, he's doing it now. Okay. Just gotta wait. So, how's the weather? It's nice here in the Hudson River. Do I just have to make a break for it right here? Oh.
Be careful. There are claymore mines around there.
Who is this?
Stealth-equipped claymore mines, invisible to the naked eye. Use the mine detector.
Identify yourself.
Just call me Deep Throat.
Deep Throat? You mean from Shadow Moses?
Mr. X, then.
Mr. X now, is it? Why would it matter if I called you Deep Throat?
Never mind about that.
Why did you contact me?
Let's just say...
Armored Core Day 100 is going to go crazy this week. It is. It's going to be wild.
Someone calling himself Mr. X just contacted me. Do you know anything about it?
No. And whoever it wasn't a burst transmission. The transmission was sent from within the big shell.
What? He called himself Deep Throat at first. Do you think...
I caught that part too. But the possibility of it being true is none. Gray Fox was the one who used that alias in Shadow Moses, and he's dead.
Is it an enemy trap?
Could be. Exercise extreme caution.
All right. Fuck it. Bad idea. Watch out, ladies. I don't know what you mean. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god. Oh no. Like I was never there. They'll never know. I do just have chaff, but I don't know if there's much point. I don't think they can fly in here. Maybe they can, though. Surprised you survived more than one shot. That's very easy difficulty for you. A real gamer's difficulty. Ooh.
Freeze.
Give me that. What's your name? Got you. And then I think it's just the other guy downstairs. I think there's only 2 of them in here right now. Ah, shit. I didn't mean to drop on him. I wanted to drop near him. Oh wait, I have...
Freeze.
Stay frozen. Thank you.
Don't kill me.
MDK? What is MDK? I'm assuming not. MDK. What is that? It's gonna be a pain in the ass when I actually do have to get the, what's it? The computer terminals again. Murder, death, kill. No. What? I haven't even heard of this. Not the rapper. That's MGK, chat. MGK. Rapper is a subjective term in some cases. Close enough. From an old Stallone movie? Wait. Hold on, now I'm interested. What do you mean? Murder, death. It was death? Murder, death, kill. You have my attention. Did I see like some weird flicker happen out of like the corner of my eye? A janitor reluctantly attempts to save Earth from an alien invasion of gigantic strip mining city-sized vehicles called mine crawlers. What the fuck is this? I live. My life is forever changed. But I'm happy to see Chol is still in MGS2 limbo. Yeah, I was just saying my Steam account has 71 hours on Master Collection MGS2. And all of those hours are doing this 100%. I never opened it before doing this, so. We're about 70 hours deep in the MGS2 100% now. Oh, hold on. The Stallone movie? Wait a minute. Demolition Man. That sounds familiar. I don't think I've seen it, but it sounds familiar. I've definitely not seen it. Reading like the synopsis of it. I don't know this man. I haven't seen it. You should. Reviews have been great. I have it on pre-order. I'm probably not gonna pick it up at launch just because I don't think I have time to play it, but I'm excited for it in a weird way. Like excited for it even though I'm not gonna play it. Hold on, I forgot to grab the bomb in here. I don't know what I was thinking. There is one in here. On Metacritic, that's not bad. I don't remember what the first one got.
Of the C4 in strut F.
That's a pretty good Metacritic score.
Explosives on B1.
Good work. Only one more left to go.
This is Pliskin. Do you read me, Pete?
I'm here. What's up?
Raiden, you need to hear this too.
I'm listening.
I checked out the bottom of strut H for you, Pete.
Wait, what's this about?
First one was 69. That's crazy.
Annoying fat man. I can't.
That's crazy talk. That is not a 69 game.
So did you find anything?
Yeah, a hell of a lot of C4s packed into the bottom of the strut.
Does it actually have a 69 on Metacritic? That's fucked up.
Up his sleeve.
So all the other ones were dummies?
No, they're a threat, all right. But the detonation wouldn't be enough to destroy the entire shell. But the C4s.
Oh yeah, okay, it was janky when it came out. You're right.
That's not the bad news.
It did have a janky launch, actually.
What?
New model, I guess. The ionization sensor can't detect them. The whole thing is sealed tight to prevent vapor leak, and there's no trace of that cologne signature. Pete, looks like he fooled you.
Yes.
But you managed to find the thing anyway.
It was sheer luck.
Bombs that are invisible to the sensor?
Any ideas, Pete?
Are there more out there?
I will see for myself.
You can't move fast enough.
He's right. I can try the spray from a distance.
Hold on. There's something not right about this one. I can feel it.
Well, Pete, should I come back and get you?
No, there's no need. Raiden, you have one left to go, correct?
Right, except for those scentless ones.
How about you, Pliskin?
Did I
I
miss
have
one?
2 left, not counting this one.
Okay. It'll have to be me. I have the level 4 card that'll get me into Shell 2 in any case.
You'll never make it. With that bad leg of yours, they'll spot you for sure.
That won't happen. I can walk just fine. I can even run.
What do you mean?
That bomb. 5
Oh, it
years
didn't
ago,
save.
I
Okay.
messed up. Even with all my experience,
Okay,
I lost
that's
it.
what's happening. It
And the
didn't
church
save the
was
one on the
exposed.
Harrier, because we
All
just
those
got this
kids
at the end of
playing
last
right.
stream.
These past 5 years.
I was confused. I'm like, I have one left to go. What do you
Yes.
mean I have one left to
Lied.
go?
I didn't lose my.
Wait, how's that gonna work if the last one is the one on the Harrier?
So many dead. All because of my mistake. All I could think about was hiding from the crime, shielding myself from the public outcry. I wanted people to be sorry for me, for my weakness. I faked being a victim myself because I couldn't bear to face the families of the real victims. This is no prosthetic. I can keep my footing on catwalks and hike
Been away
through
for
deserts.
months and you've
I've
just
lived
started
my
playing.
life
No,
so I have
MGS2,
no answer to myself
we're doing
or
dog
myself.
tags now.
It was supposed to be a shield, and it's become a shroud instead. I've killed my soul by playing the victim. Instead of protecting me, it's made my life even more hellish.
We are, we're 70-ish hours into MGS2 100%, and it just keeps going.
Hey,
This game doesn't end.
God forgive me.
Never
I
ends.
can walk with my own 2 feet, and I need them to stop Fatman. His crimes are also mine. One of omission. and
The
arrogance.
VR missions took
No one
literal
should teach the
months.
skills I taught him without a
It's so
clear conscience.
fucked up when you say it, but it's
Only then I
true.
can diffuse my own sins.
Those
I
were
get you,
awful.
Pete. That one's all yours.
There's so many.
You got it, Raiden?
I understand.
Pete, I've taken care of
They were
guards
fine
in
at the
Strike
start.
G and H of Shell 2. I wouldn't recommend you go into any of
But
the
then
other
you
struts.
realize
I owe you one.
I'll get back
just
to
how
facing
many
Vader
there are
next
and
time.
how many of them are
You do
just
that too,
reused.
I'm on it.
Except this time you have like a different weapons loadout
Just
when you
don't ask for
spawn.
Peg Leg Peter. He's gone for good.
The VR missions were a crazy slog. As insane as it is to say it out loud, and I never would have thought that I would say it, the MGS2 100% is probably worse than the Ghost Babel 100%. Everything is usually fine at the start, it's true. Okay. So let me go out to the FA bridge then. There should be a guard out that way. With a dog tag. Three most anticipated games of 2025 and you can't say GTA 6? Metroid Prime. What else is even coming out this year? What else is coming out this year, chat? I still haven't played Ghost of Tsushima. Oh, probably Doom the Dark Ages would be in my top 3 for the, like, that I'm waiting for this year. Prime 4, Doom.
Freeze.
Oh. Thank you, Daniel. Daniel P. Wells. All right. Now we've got to go and do Fatman. And after Fatman, a bunch of new guards that haven't been spawned in all throughout the various struts are going to spawn. And we're going to have to go get those dog tags too. So. Not a Monster Hunter fan or a GTA fan. Yeah, I'm not a Monster Hunter fan. GTA is great. But I'm not into Monster Hunter personally. I assume I've missed all the discussions about Xbox getting cucked. Yes. Specifically one about cucking. In fact, yes. Is Delta still coming out this year? You guys, Delta's still coming out in 2024, okay? Come on now. Come on now. Still coming out in 2024. You just gotta believe. Just gotta believe. They're still saying it's 2024, okay? So it's still happening. MGS Delta's happening in 2024. It's true. They said it. It has to be true. PlayStation is an Xbox now. That's right. This is an Xbox.
Freeze.
Delta feels like it doesn't exist anymore. It kind of does. It's so weird. There was all this marketing, and they were saying like 2024 release, just over and over again. And then it just suddenly stopped.
Showing up on the
Like just
now.
out of nowhere, like
Way
boom,
ahead of me, kid.
no more
I still
Delta
have one to
marketing.
go.
It was just instantly like
It's a bomb, all right.
poof.
Sealed C4 and in huge quantities.
You think there's another one in Shell 1?
For sure. Somewhere at the bottom of strut A.
Why are you so certain?
Oh shit.
If this bottom section of the strut is demolished, Shell 2 will be well on its way to destruction.
You mean
Yeah,
the
all those
Shell 2
interviews
will
with
actually
Hater,
sink?
like,
Not
they did
immediately.
all this
There'll still
marketing
be 5
push.
struts left. But if Shell 1 loses
And
a
now
strut
it's just
at the
been
same
silence
time,
for months.
It'll be a very different story. The big shell's
So
structural
weird.
integrity depends on a very exact balance. If both shells lose a strut each, the whole structure will tear itself apart under its own weight.
What do we do?
I have a sensor that can locate even those scentless C4s. It makes combined use of a neutron scintillator and a hydrogen bomb detector.
You brought that stuff with you?
Of course, I made the calibrations while I was in the pantry.
Does it work?
I just tested it, and it definitely responds. But the best I can do is a sound beacon, not the radar.
Sound?
The shorter the interval between...
Imagine it's some Kojima-ass psyop, and it's just
There's another one in that pantry I
MGS6.
was in.
Could you
Go
imagine
back and get it.
how
It's all
insane that
yours,
would be?
Ryden. I'm going to study it some
They
more.
fake a
Freezing
whole, like,
process.
Unreal Engine
Don't
remake
touch the
for
upper until I
years,
say so.
Okay. I'll
and then
stand
out of
by
nowhere, it's just
until
like,
you
actually,
do it.
Kojima's back. We're doing MGS6. This game never existed. People would probably be equally, like, excited and pissed off. Because I probably would be. I'd be like, that's really great, but I kind of wanted Delta too. Like, can we maybe make that a real game? Like the original Ninja Gaiden Black and Gaiden 2's source code is lost? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I doubt it. Because deleting source code is not common practice at all in the industry. What a twist. It'll never happen, to be incredibly clear. That's like the most unrealistic tinfoil hat you could ever pull with it, but I'm just saying, like, how insane would it be? Crispy Kuma, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it.
Freeze!
Opinion on Twizzlers? Twizzlers are like the little red, like licorice candy, right? Oh, here we go. Games to look forward to. Oh yeah, Ninja Gaiden 4 actually does look really good. Metroid Prime 4, Outer Worlds 2, GTA 6, Ghost. Doom the Dark Ages, I just do it to piss off the ponies. Ignore me. Death Stranding 2, Split Fiction. What is Split Fiction? I don't know that one. And also, what's Berserker Kazan?
Freeze!
Death Stranding 2 is this year? Allegedly. Ignore me. Wait a minute, did I skip a step?
Freeze!
Maybe it's just been a while, maybe. Well, there's no button to call the elevator. I must have skipped a step. What am I doing? I was distracted by chat.
Stronger. Guess your hard work has paid off.
Jack, you're truly amazing.
Is a Souls-like?
I see a lot of birds over there. The tanker accident 2 years ago released crude oil containing massive quantities
You're
of...
clearly not who I want to be talking to.
Ryden, go pick up that sensor for odorless C4s.
Oh.
It should be in that room in strut C where you found Pete.
Yep, okay. I did skip a step. I was like, has it just been too long since I played through the plant? It clearly has. I have not seen any marketing for this game. This Berserker, or maybe I did see it at like a showcase or something and then immediately forgot about it. Because I'm looking at it on Google and it doesn't even look familiar to me. Remake is inbound. No, I was talking about the Bloodborne thing. Because there's a lot of clickbait going around with the cease and desist. The cease and desist could mean that they're cease and desisting it because they are working on a remake / remaster. But it's equally realistic to say that they just cease and desisted it because they just don't want emulation to actually be able to give a better experience than their new premium, like, PlayStation 5 Pro offers, right? It's a equally likable, equally realistic possibility. It's been a thing for 4 years. What, the 60 FPS patch? I think it's because of emulation. Because of Shad. Oh, I can't see the... Oh, I'd have to alt-tab the game. Chat, where's the voting at between those two? I'm curious. I can't see it right now because of my custom chat.
I have sensor B.
Good. Head to the bottom of strut A.
How's your invisible bomb?
I'm looking at it, but I'm keeping my distance. How's Pliskin doing?
A few more minutes. I just got to the last strut, but there are a few enemy sentries I have to take care of.
Does it look bad, Peter?
Maybe. It's an odd one. The detonator hasn't been activated.
What?
But the sensors are live, which means...
This is Pliskin. I've located the last C4.
Is that it?
I'm about to freeze it. Then...
Wait! Pliskin! Damn! That was it!
What's going on?
The detonator just woke up. It's counting down!
What happened?
The big ones were rigged to be activated when all the baby C4s went offline. Right. The one in Shell 1 should be counting down too. Hurry!
What's the remaining time?
400 seconds.
400 seconds?
Right. Move! Get to the bottom of strut A now!
Baby C4. How much till 100%? Too much. Too much. And I say that with MGS2 being my favorite in the series. Too much is left until 100%. Four is handily leading. That kind of surprises me. Because, you know, there's all the... What's it? You generally hear a lot of people shitting on MGS4 for like story stuff and also cutscene length. You know, don't forget, it still holds the world record for longest single cutscene in a video game. Don't forget it. The one trapped on PS3, yeah. Generally, you don't hear a lot of people talking about it too favorably in the community.
Right. Pliskin. Listen carefully.
What is it?
I fell for it.
Fell for what?
That man has my number. A proximity trigger. Microwave.
Microwave?
With a 7-foot range. It's not a technique I taught him. Neither was that multi-bomb booby trap. Looks like he's far surpassed me as far as explosives technique goes. As for the rest...
Pete, get the hell out of there.
There's less than 30 seconds left. It's too late.
No!
Pliskin, get away from strut H as fast as you can.
Pete!
Right. Keep your distance. Use the spray from as far away as possible.
Me?
You can do it. I know that.
I'm not so sure.
But I am. Do it. I know you can.
Come on. At least I know where the bomb is this time. At least they don't change it on different difficulties, do they? They wouldn't do that to me, right? I have a bad feeling that they would after saying that. Is it still here? Okay, it is. Thank God. 100%. Nah, same place.
Colonel, I've neutralized the bomb.
Good work, Raiden.
It was a great loss for everyone.
Yes, it was.
Colonel, any damage report on the explosion?
Seems that the duct for diverting the contaminated seawater was destroyed, and the central section of Shell 2 is flooding. The explosions ignited the oil slick on the surface.
They do?
What about the toxins?
The chemicals stay
Maybe
in
on the harder
containment.
ones?
There's no
Okay, yeah.
immediate danger.
On the harder
Is the
ones they
big
do.
shell stable?
Shell 1 was unaffected. The price was high, but the threat of the bomb is over for now.
What's the next objective?
Rescue the president. Get back to the upper level.
Roger that.
Oh. All right. Still shouldn't have anything new dog tag wise for like,
The terrorists have retaliated.
yeah,
our
for a
bomb
little bit
neutralization.
longer.
What?
A hostage has been killed. Shot
Thankfully,
in the
no
head.
missables for
They
a
shot
while
one of
either.
them on the roof, just to make sure we caught it. One of our satellites caught it clear as day.
Wait a minute.
They announced they would kill one every hour from now on.
What are my orders?
Wow.
What should I do?
Stay with your mission objective. Rescue the president.
What about the other hostages?
President Johnson is your first priority.
Priority my butt. They're all in danger.
Jack, be reasonable. I know what you're feeling, but you can't save them all.
No, not by myself.
Okay, there is a
Are
missable like
you
kind of
expecting
soon.
that Pliskin to come through?
Not a bad one though.
Looks like he's turned his radio off too.
I can't complete this mission by myself.
That man was not included in the simulation. He is not a factor in this mission.
What do you mean by that, Colonel?
Your mission must remain a solo effort.
What about the SEALs? No second attempt?
They haven't even gotten to planning that. All we can do is wait. In the meantime, you're our only hope.
I understand.
Raiden, go and rescue the president. You can start off by getting to the upper level of Strut A.
So on the harder difficulties, they move the bombs around and add more bombs. That sounds fine. Totally fine. The sunglasses in the cutscenes. So stupid.
I can't tell you how happy I am that you were alive after all. I knew this moment would come.
I can't get over it.
Show yourself and finish me. Like you finished off my father. Otherwise, you'll be the one to die.
Oh, crap.
They really bring out a whole new level of sass in Raiden.
That's not him. This could be interesting. You've seen the fires of hell, haven't you?
That motion blur, yeah, I talk about it a lot. The slow motion like blur effect in MGS2 looks so bad nowadays. Like when you upscale the game, like the Master Collection does, and see it for what it is, it's rough.
Hurry, kill me, please.
Ah.
What good are you? What are you doing, kid?
No, don't shoot me.
That went.
Oh fuck, did the light just hit me? That's a new one. Ah! A fortune, please. Oh god, I can't move. I'm like locked in. Oh, okay, whoa. Oh, that's fucked. That's so fucked. Oh no. Fortune, please. Uh-oh. Sorry.
Right? Fatman just contacted us directly.
Fatman called us?
Yes. Looks like he placed a bomb on the heliport. He specifically asked for you, right?
What?
He's killed off Peter.
The motion blur really is just a layer of low frame rate on top of the normal animation.
Really not a
That's
good
probably
time?
why it looks
The countdown's already begun, right?
like that.
Great. How much time do I have left?
I'll show you the count. 500 seconds.
I feel like Bluepoint messed that up. No, it's like that on the PS2 version too when you upscale it. Because I upscaled the PS2 version for recording it, like for the review, and it looks the same there.
There's no time.
Which type of explosives is it?
It didn't say.
Or I say the PS2 version. On Sons of Liberty.
I'll take over, Queen.
What is it?
Oh, should have tweaked it to look better. I don't think they could have if
He'll
it's
actually try to destroy
just a motion blur effect that they threw, or sorry, a low frame rate layer that they threw over top of the normal animation, unless they had the source files, which they probably did, because these cutscenes aren't pre-rendered. Yeah, they probably could have touched it up, actually. As I said it out loud, I realized that they definitely had them.
I'll take care of the wayward soul.
These aren't pre-rendered cutscenes, so they definitely had them.
Unfortunate.
I expected more of this one, really.
But he couldn't kill you, I see.
Completely useless.
Then he's all mine.
Later, Vamp.
Now!
That voice delivery is so bad. Uncharacteristic, like, bad line delivery in an MGS game is later Vamp. I love Raiden's sunglasses. So stupid. Like, in a fun way. I love Pliskin's sunglasses, like, genuinely. It feels like Pliskin just should have had shades on. Raiden's just feel a little overly silly.
Damn.
Vamp. Are you gone? No. No, that death was meant for me. Why am I the only one that can't die?
Because you're misfortune.
Alone again? Cheated out of death again? How long will you force me to live? How much longer, Dad? You've punished me enough.
Vamp bit his lip for the last time.
I thought you could give me peace. But you couldn't kill me either.
I still love that Raiden in this moment is just like, all right, you crazy bitch. I'm just gonna keep going to the elevator. I'm out. I would be sad, but the only character trait I know about Vamp is that he's bisexual. That might be the funniest line in this game.
There's no need for sorrow, Queen. I died once already.
Vamp.
I can't die twice.
He's so silly in this game. Vamp. Vamp might be high on the list of favorite MGS2 characters because he's just so goddamn silly. I can never get over him. Like from the line from Pliskin where he's like, they don't call him Vamp because he's a vampire. It's because he's bisexual. Between that and just him being a literal vampire and doing things like just coming back to life constantly, running across the water in that one scene, like he's just, I can't get over Vamp ever. He never fails to make me laugh whenever he pops up. His Cirque du Soleil bullshit in that one, the first scene where we see him. Did you just Korean backdash through a claymore? No. You didn't see anything. Get his ass riding. That was almost bad. I'm getting a little too relaxed on the very easy run, maybe. He 100% just played dead so that Raiden could move on. Probably. Ah, shit. There we go. You know what? I got time. I got time. Kojima was definitely on something when writing MGS2 story. Kojima was on something writing all of these stories. He was just... Kojima's writing has always been so fucking wacky. And like with each game in this series, you can feel him like having more creative control as time goes on, and a lot of people complain about that because a lot of people understandably prefer like the MGS1 style where there's definitely some wackiness, but it's mostly played pretty seriously. But man, he's way too entertaining. I can't help but love his wacky as shit writing style. But the games do like get progressively weirder as they go on.
So you're the one. You're right on time, I see. I like a punctual man. Is he dead, Sal? I am Fatman. I am the greatest that humanity has to offer. And can you hear
Best boss time?
Rhythm? It's the rhythm of time and life. Don't you tell me this? I used to hang around department store clock counters.
Nanomachine, son! Life is short. Bombs tell the time with every moment of their existence, and nothing else announces its own end with such a fanfare. Glad you could make it. The party's about to start. Good
Yum.
year. Let's drink the Stillman, shall we?
If you destroy the big shell, you'll never collect your ransom.
Ransom? What are you talking about?
$30 billion in cash.
So that's what's going on, huh?
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, you'll know soon enough. And I could care less what they plan to do. My ambitions are much more simple. To be the most famous bomber of them all.
You're nuts! No one's gonna give a damn about you.
Oh, yes,
Damn!
they will. I'll go down in history as the man who beat Peter Stillman. That's the only reason I assisted them.
Like hell you beat Stillman. He had your
77%
number.
from GS4.
You have nothing of his courage. Or... what are you laughing at?
That croc died a dishonorable death 6 months ago.
6 months ago. The liquidation of Dead Cell.
Call it what you want. Only the right stuff survived that hell. Set me free, you know. Open the way to a new dimension.
A new
So I can
dimension?
become the emperor among detonation devotees.
You're nothing but a common criminal, and that's the only way people will ever remember you.
How dare you! I'm an artist! That is why I dislike boorish military types. It's time to start the party. This is how it works. I plant a bomb, and it'll explode soon after that. If you prefer to stay in one piece, you'll have to disable my bombs. Laugh and grow fat. Let's move!
Him just randomly saying, like, common sayings like that kills me, too. I love MGS2. I take it back. I'm fully prepared for another however many hours of this we need to 100% it. I'm cool with it. As long as I get to see Fatman more times. Oh. Oh, god damn it, he's planting more bombs.
Look, your favorite. Explosion.
Yeah.
Ow!
I got time. That did so much to him. Man, very easy, huh? What do you have left? Basically all of the plant dog tags, because it's still just the very easy run. And then, what's it?
Take a little break from bombs, shall we?
Big boss we have to do. And a no alerts run we have to do. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else, because it feels like there might be, but that might actually be it. Boss. No, we're done with the boss rush. Yes, and we're doing Twin Snakes after this. So after this, we get MGS2, but it's MGS1.
My suit. Oh no. I've nothing to wear to the party.
I'm sorry.
The party's over for you.
That's what you think.
What do you mean? What did you just do? What is this?
I have beautiful hands. These delicate hands can craft works of art.
Answer me, what the hell is this?
It's the switch for the biggest bomb in the entire place.
Huh?
No use. Once it's activated, there's no stopping the count.
Where did you plant it? Where is it?
Somewhere in this area. Don't worry, it's very close by.
Where is it?
Go ahead, shoot me. I'm already dead.
Damn!
Think you can find it? When it goes off, it'll take the big shell with it.
Tell me where I can find the bomb!
That's your problem. This is the highlight of the party. Bring it on, I say. They'll be happy too. I die here and start my legend. Too bad you won't be around to see the movies. Laugh and grow fat.
Damn. Volganic Raiden is exactly my type of man. False is too. Oh, look at that, I found the bomb. Thank you for the Peter Stillman tag. Let me just double check. Oh my god, why is that so hard to read? Yeah, okay. Raiden's cheeks in center frame for a second. Holy.
Looks like all the bombs are neutralized.
The Grand Canyon, as chat was calling it the other day.
That leaves.
Colonel, Fatman didn't seem to know about the ransom demands.
Intentionally kept in the dark, I'd say. He seemed to be coming from a very different place from the other terrorists. Raiden, a lot of hostages, our president included, are still in danger. Keep your mind focused on protecting them.
They called it what now? The Grand Canyon?
We have no idea where he is.
Was what they were calling his ass the other day? Because his ass cheeks are so far apart.
Wait.
No, I'm not
I have another
joking.
Call. Want me to take it?
No, I'll go offline. Best to keep our presence unknown.
How you doing, kid?
Pliskin, is everything all right?
Could be better. Looks like I was out cold for a while.
How did you manage to stay alive?
Had a little help from a friend.
Friend?
What about the bomb?
Diffused. And Fatman, too.
That's good news.
How's Shell, too?
It's a mess. The bomb crippled H-strut.
What about the toxins?
The what?
If the big shell blows up, the explosion is expected to produce massive amounts of toxins.
Never heard anything about that.
Huh?
Well, looks like there's not much danger of that in any case. But the central core is starting to flood. It won't last much longer.
Well, what about the president and the other hostages?
They weren't in Shell 2. They must be in Shell 1.
We need to get the hostages out of here now.
It's too far from Manhattan for a swim.
What about the lifeboats?
There doesn't seem to be any. Doesn't make sense.
So a chopper is our only extraction?
Right. And it comes with a passenger limit. Intel has it that there are about 30 hostages.
It'd take more than a single trip.
We'll have to come back.
Can you pilot a chopper?
No, but I brought a gearhead with me.
Pulls
He's a good
them
guy.
out of him?
I'll introduce you later.
Pulls what out of him?
Pliskin, I'm on the heliport right now, but I don't see their Harrier. It's out somewhere.
We better move now, then. Our chances with a Harrier after us are close to nothing.
Do you know where the president is?
No, that one's all yours.
The president is at the top of our rescue list. These are our orders, Lieutenant JG.
Your orders, not mine.
What?
See you later.
Hold on, I'm curious. I'm curious on DS's question. Oh, here we go. I found a Reddit thread. Who is the most attractive man in Metal Gear Solid? Starting out with a good choice, to be honest. Ocelot in MGS 5. Not a bad choice, actually. Even though it is just Troy Baker's face. but that's don't worry about it. A lot of people are saying Big Boss, which, yeah, I could see that. Vulcan Raven. Unexpected choice, but I could see it. Venom Snake. Sam, if we're counting MGR. Good choice. I'm surprised that I'm not seeing a single... there we go. There we go. MGS4 Raiden. I was like, no one is saying Raiden. Specifically MGS4 Raiden, though. If it were me, using my straight man judgment, I probably would pick Big Boss, to be honest. Or maybe Venom. Maybe Venom. Either one. I could go either way. Venom's got all the cool scars and stuff to really bring it all home. But he largely looks the same.
You passed with flying colors.
Identify yourself.
Unlike you, I have no name.
Are you Mr. X?
What about Liquid? I feel like we just never saw Liquid like late enough into the series to have him be a real competitor, because there was a lot of like MGS5 and MGS4 on that list. Just because higher fidelity models will go a long way for stuff like that. But Liquid, if we had gotten like a Liquid model that looks as good as characters in like MGS5 did, Liquid probably would be near the top of the list. Well, if we had gotten a Liquid who wasn't like, what, 11 years old, 12 years old, whatever he is in that game.
This is safer, I think.
Safe from what?
Eavesdropping, of course.
All right. Why did you contact me?
I've been ordered to give you backup, including a relaying of necessary intel.
One day when MGS1 gets remade in UE5, we'll see hot Liquid Snake, maybe.
There is no need.
Bro, I feel like if I were Konami, I would be terrified to remake any of the Metal Gears. They've got balls for doing Delta. Because I was going to say, I would be horrified of remaking MGS1, but then as I was saying that, I realized that I would also be terrified of remaking MGS3. That would be equally scary.
Currently being held with other hostages.
Secret Service, huh?
The head of the president's
Gray Fox or
security
Mr. X?
detail,
Gray Fox.
Ames, has been fitted with the same type of VIP nanomachine system as the president. If you're within range, you should be able to communicate.
Why are you telling me this?
Do I need to repeat myself?
There's no reason for me to believe any of this. You understand?
Women love men in heels. Yeah, it's the heels. That's why people want Cyborg Raiden. It's definitely the heels.
Any other leads?
Where are those hostages?
Men in heels. I just recently told this to False. Well, I don't even remember how this came up. I think I don't really remember how this came up. Anyway,
what does he look like?
I don't know if I've told this story on stream before, but at my high school prom,
someone without even a description.
I did wear heels for all of like 5 minutes.
You'll be able to hear the machine sound in the heartbeat.
And you know what? I get it. I would never want to wear those fucking things again. They were terrible.
You'd be captured immediately.
So what am I supposed to do?
But
Use the directional microphone.
what was it? My girlfriend at the time was the same height as me, and her heels were killing her.
Take this.
I was like,
The security guard
is our shoe size about the same? Put our feet next to each other. They were about the same. I was like, fuck it, swap shoes with me.
It's called a pan card.
And we did.
Your body's on electronic field.
And I wore heels for a solid few minutes at my high school prom.
Section of the big shell.
And they were awful. They're so uncomfortable. They suck. They're so unbelievably uncomfortable.
Terrorists?
But can you wall run with heels? I probably could if I tried, you
The
know.
surveillance camera won't let you
I probably
arrive
could.
without the right uniform.
You want me to disguise myself?
It was probably a sight to behold, though.
Perimeter duty are given different colors to wear. Your new outfit will work in some areas, not others. The uniform alone won't fool them either.
You're talking about weapons.
Right, you need an AK.
but I saw them carrying an AN-94.
No love for the fear and his 12-inch tongue. That's
So without an
crazy.
AK-74U, someone
A
was
remake of
securing
MGS2 now with 150% more VR missions than actual VR. Please, God, no.
You'll also have to pass a
Don't.
manual scan.
Don't give them ideas.
Conference hall.
biometrics. Crap.
Nothing but the real thing will suffice. Deception is not an option here. I suggest you hurry. They have a nuke on their side.
The nuke? They have a nuclear weapon with them?
You didn't find their continuing presence here unusual? Even with the president as hostage, this is an island, and they have no visible means of escape.
Even if they do have a nuke, the warhead is no good without an access code. The security lockout can't be bypassed.
They don't need to. They have the code. You saw it too, I believe. The Navy man with half a handcuff. The other half of it is on the football, or the black case if you like. The nuclear button. And now they have it.
Why did they have to bring the football along? To a decontamination plant of all places.
But they did have to. Because, after all, the big shell is the farthest thing from a cleanup plant there is.
What?
Dead set.
Can sure as shit murder a dance floor. Bro, I
It was right
cannot.
here to begin with.
I
Nothing
cannot
is
dance.
fair is what it seems.
At all.
Cover-up. But why?
Doesn't
For
stop
what?
me,
For
but I
the
can't.
That is housed here.
Even if you can wear them and be fine, wouldn't you rather just wear something more comfortable? Yeah.
Lord Shadow Moses infamy. This place is the
Yeah.
R&D center for its newest incarnation.
Like, I would never want to...
Better ask Ames the rest.
They're so bad.
What's this for?
You might be glad you have it. Keep the controller's vibration function on.
What do I need a cell phone for?
Do I want Metal Gear Solid Acid Trip? Oh, you just made me think,
Who is
or
that man
remember,
just now?
He's not one of ours.
that
No,
we're gonna have to
we have
100%
no one
the
like that in
acid
our
games
unit.
during this.
He said that the big shell
My
was housing
brain
a
is gonna
new
fucking
model of
kill me
Metal
by the
Gear.
end of that.
First I've heard of it.
Colonel, what are you not telling me?
I've
The
been
acid games are
completely open
fun.
with you, Raiden. I've told you everything.
Is that
I don't
everything you
know
know,
how much I'm
or
going to
everything
enjoy
I
them
need to
when
know?
I'm like
Snap out of it, Raiden.
30 plus hours
I'll have
into
the Metal
grinding
Gear
them
rumor
out though.
looked into. You need to make contact with this Ames.
So you believe that ninja?
Since
'Cause
we
we're gonna
no
have to get
leads
all
on
the
president's
cards.
current
Oh, God.
location, we have no other alternatives.
This is something I
Right
shouldn't
now,
think about
collect
until
as
much
data
later.
as you can,
This,
including
no,
anything
I don't
on
want to think
Metal
about
Gear.
this right.
Are those my orders?
Yes, they are.
When are you showing us the pics of you in heels? I don't know if anyone has any. I could ask.
Understood.
Hold on. I have a buddy who, if anyone had pictures of it, he would. The acid games aren't that far off either, are they? Pictures of what now? Of me in heels at my prom. Bro, if you think I'm a terrifying mountain of a man at 5 feet 9 inches, imagine me in heels at a full 6 feet. Horrifying. We'll put the fear of God into you. Hold on, I need to look back at the dog tag list. I almost got a little carried away. Okay, yeah. I know where we're going. Like I said, now that Fatman is done, there's a whole, basically like a whole rerun through the struts. Because a bunch of new guards spawn after Fatman, but before Strut 1, that each have dog tags on them. How much do you weigh? Right now, I'm hovering like 179, 180. I'm trying to keep 180, but I just don't eat enough for it. So I keep dropping down to like 178, 179, and then I need to like get it back. But that's what I'm hovering around. Tomorrow will be PoE, I believe. I know what tomorrow is, like off the top of my head. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. I already have the fear of God put into me with you just explaining it. Exactly. You can't imagine the apparent force of nature that I am at a full 6 feet. All right, is this the guy? I think this is the new one that spawned.
Freeze.
Although, yeah, I saw the sparkle. Shit.
Don't kill me. Don't kill me.
Check him off. And then the next one is on a bridge. Okay. BC connecting bridge. Is even more epic than Doom lore. The, what's it? The heels were definitely a sight. I can only imagine. Carlos, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. There actually... Here's some Chol lore. There aren't that many pictures of me at my prom. Because or in general, but particularly from that, which is where I'm like, I don't know. Someone, like, surely someone has a picture or a video of me in heels, because you naturally would have whipped the camera out for that, right? But in general, I am so, what's it? Camera averse. I see someone whip out a camera and I fucking run. If there's one thing I hate, it's getting my picture taken. And airports. But mostly getting my picture taken. Thank you. CD connecting bridge. I come here for the Chol lore. And yet here you are on camera. This is a little different. This, I can like turn it on and then I don't even really see myself. I kind of just forget that there's even a camera on. And even then, I mentioned this before. It took me so long to even get used to the fact that the camera was there. Like, I'm talking from the time that I started using a camera, it took me like probably a year and a half or so to just get used to the idea of it even being there. There was a bit when I moved to Florida after I first started using a camera for streaming. Where in my apartment, I just didn't even set up my camera because I didn't want to use face cam anymore. Because I'd been using it for like a year at that point and still wasn't used to it. And so I was hoping that everyone would just let me ditch it if I just didn't set it up in my new apartment. Unfortunately, people kept bringing it up. So I got stuck with it. I saw your post on Discord about toxic negativity. What? My post?
Nothing here.
This troll was nearly a VTuber? No, just no camera. I just didn't have my face on it. This was... Well, I guess this would have been around the time that, that VTubers were first, like, really coming onto the scene. So even that, like, that wasn't even like a common thing at that point. Because this would have been in 2020. Oh shit. Which one of these guys has the... God damn it. You said you'll ban people who talk shit to you on Discord or in stream? Huh? Oh, zombies related? Oh, is this from like years ago?
Don't kill me. Don't kill me.
Did that tag just disappear? What the fuck? And then in the parcel room, there's another one. That sounds like years ago. Yeah, I remember, bro, chat was getting so crazy around that time. I do remember this post. Yeah. That was something. Because my tolerance is so high. And even just like my bullshit meter, for lack of a better term for it, is so high. But I remember people just saying like the wildest fucking shit, like constantly. And I'm saying like wild shit. Mickle knows. Mickle remembers. I do remember that post now. Wait, there's supposed to be another guy in here. Oh, this guy shows up way later in the plant. Okay. No. Never mind, there's not a guy in Strut E yet. He shows up way later. Just the list is like in order of the area, not in order of appearance. So we're going to the Strut 1. Was in relation to a game? No. What the fuck? Oh god. Dude up top, you didn't see that. That was nothing, don't worry about it. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh my god, there's another one. Fuck, I was running across. Ugh. No, the zombies community was so bad at that. Oh, this was a zombies thing, Mickle? Because I can't remember. Was this? This must have been near the end of zombies era. Like, trying to think about it. Because, yeah, that was... I mean, I've mentioned before that the reason I moved away from zombies wasn't because, like, I wasn't interested in the mode or anything, or, like, lost my love for it or anything like that. It was that the community was so bad that I could not take being part of that community anymore. Like, I had to fucking leave and do something else. Was probably towards the end of zombies. Yeah, that would sound about right. That shit got so toxic. Like, what was that? Like 2019 to, I would have left
Minute, Jack?
Rose?
late
I found some
2021.
information on where Solid Snake is interred.
Great. Shoot.
I've located the grave site.
It was
And
so
the body?
bad
Exhumed for DNA
for years,
testing.
and it only really just
have
got
results?
better, like with the
right arm
release
was missing,
of
but there was no
BO6.
doubt that it was him. That body belongs to Solid Snake.
So the head of the terrorist
Can't you turn off the
group must
voice
be-
chat?
An
No, it
imposter.
wasn't voice chat. It was just like
sound
the general
disappointed?
community
guess.
in
I guess
like
I was kind
YouTube
of
comments,
hoping
like
the
Twitch
legend
chats,
would
like
flash.
everything.
I get you. But it looks
Just
like
all the
he's not
discussion
behind
around the
scenes.
game was so bad.
The president needs you, I think.
Just so overwhelmingly
Disguise yourself
negative,
as enemy
and like
personnel and infiltrate
if you
the core
weren't
section.
shitting on the game, or
Contact Agent Ames.
if you weren't shitting on the games or like the people making the games, like if you ever said anything positive, you'd get people like dogpiling you for
Freeze!
daring to say that the game isn't just the worst. Actually, what's it? There was a BO4 speedrunner who got doxxed for playing BO4. Like, that was the reason that they doxed him, that some community members doxed him, was because he was playing Black Ops 4 on stream instead of like Black Ops 3. Because the community was just at that point. It was so bad. That is extremely wild. Yeah. It makes no sense. There was that much vitriol around the game at that point that just, if you were playing the new stuff, everyone fucking hated you just because you were playing the new stuff. It was so bad. This is why I only play COD for the campaign. The zombies is worth it. Because even when zombies has its, what's it, its misses. Oh, yes.
Freeze!
No, Mikkel. Oh my God, I forgot about this too. Yeah, there were some like high rounders, like people who would run records on stream. So like streamers in the community who would like start up their stream and then get in a Discord call with like, I don't know, 3 or 4 of them in a call. And they would go around to other people who were streaming the game on Twitch and like restream their stream while sitting in the Discord call and like talking shit about them. There was a group of like high level players who would just do this like on the regular. This community got so bad for a while. David. They came by my stream a couple times. Do they not have jobs? No. Of course not. Wasn't Crux one of the main guys? No, Krups was pretty cool at that point. Krups, never mind. At that point, he was chill. At that point, he was chill. He wasn't part of that.
Freeze!
But, what's it? Steve was. And Steve, up to that point, was like one of the most respected members of the community. But then he started participating in that, and everyone was just like, wait, what the fuck? What's wrong with you? Don't tell me they get paid to harass someone. That was the problem. Is that they were, like, because they were streaming, they were just farming, like, subs and donos and stuff. While just going around to, like, other smaller streamers in the community and pulling up their stream to just shit on them. And, like, make easy content out of just shitting on them on stream. I forgot to use the disguise. That one's on me. I'm distracted. I'm yapping. I remember him being in some controversy. Yeah. He had some stuff later on. Shit like Keemstar and stuff. No, this was like 2020. Like 2020, 2021. No? You didn't see anything? What if I just... Oh, that locker. That's fine. They won't know it's me as long as I don't... Him. Is that my blood? Everybody knows Steve for being insane at the game, but everyone who knows Steve knows he's, you know, yeah. Which is unfortunate. Because some of Steve's like videos way back were what had initially like gotten me interested in that side of the community at first. Like seeing Steve do shit like, you know, 300 some kills in No Man's Land on Moon without ever leaving, like without even starting round 1 of the game, he was like pushing 400 kills because he was just fucking crazy. That was so cool. And then I would start doing like No Man's Land challenges and stuff because that shit was wild. Unbelievable how negative they are. Yeah, certain communities in the gaming space are just like that. Or just on the internet in general, but I'm in the gaming sphere, so. The Undisputed Goat. Does he still play? I feel like I haven't seen anything from him in years, but there is a new game out. So maybe? Hold on. He does still play. And he does play BO6. The Roach King. I'm not even familiar with the Roach King. I don't know. I haven't heard of this Roach King you speak of. Oh, Asmongold. Just a common nickname for Asmongold. Got it. A Roach King. Did he ever... I never saw like an update on it, but when he got his like temporary ban from Twitch recently, I remember him saying like in his video, just quickly talking about it. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna take this time that I can't stream on Twitch to clean my room. And I couldn't tell if he was joking or serious. Does anyone know if he actually cleaned his room? Just by chance. Because that actually would be the funniest thing ever. He's just like, oh yeah, I got banned, so I guess I'll clean. What else am I gonna do? I think he was serious. Did he actually? Has hell frozen over? Asmongold has cleaned his room? He actually started cleaning part of his house. Holy shit. It was still a mess, but way less of a mess. I guess that's good. It's a start, right? This is the dumbest question that they could ask. While being held at gunpoint. Why can't he just hire someone to clean it for him? I saw like a podcast clip of his, because he has like this podcast with a couple other streamers now. And I saw a clip from it where he was saying that, like, he genuinely spends less than 1% of the money he makes, like, every year. Chris.
Freeze.
Chris, and what's your name gonna be?
If you're going to shoot, then shoot me.
Please don't. Please don't.
Yes, now wiggle for me, boy. Shoots him in the arm. Tells him to start shaking his ass. Alright, that was all 3 of them here in B1. Now we gotta wake one of them up. Is he gonna take all that money to the grave with him? Who knows? I think that he's just one of those people who, like, legitimately lives such a minimalistic life that even though he is, like, rich, he'll just never use it.
Retinol pattern recognized.
Which, honestly, if I ever started making money like that, I probably wouldn't use much of it either. Because I don't buy shit. But speaking of, hold on, I gotta...
Raiden, one of those hostages in there is Ames. The only thing we know is that Ames wears a pacemaker. His heartbeat should sound different from other people's, so use the directional microphone to locate him. You don't have a directional microphone, however. Find one first. The microphone is the only hope of identifying.
I forgot to go and
names
get the
among all
directional
other
mic.
hostages. The directional microphone should be somewhere in the core of Shell 1.
Have you searched B2 of the core?
Okay, sorry. I had to... And when I said I never buy anything, just saying the word buy out loud made me go, oh shit. I need to go buy those stocks I was gonna buy today. We do a little live stock trading while playing MGS2. Just a little bit.
Freeze.
Just try to pull the trigger. Don't shoot. Don't shoot.
Oh.
Liam. Where the fuck is Liam? Oh, okay, I found him. There he is. A little bit of stock trading doesn't hurt. Yeah, I had a, let's go gambling. It's not gambling. It's a long-term investment. Like, I won't sell those for at least a year minimum. I'll probably hold them longer. It's a long-term trade. I don't get into the gambling stock shit. Like, genuinely, I feel like if you're holding a stock for anything less than, like, I don't know, at least 3 months. If you buy a stock intending to hold it for anything less than that, you genuinely are just gambling.
Freeze.
It's not the kind of investing I get up to.
How? Hello?
Please don't.
Good morning. Good morning. Time to retreat. What's up?
Freeze.
Fuck.
Somebody there.
Hello?
It's the enemy. I need help.
You guys, there's an intruder in here. It's crazy. Oh god, where's the intruder? Remember, fellas? I just, mid-reading that, lost my place. If you intend on buying a stock to time the market, you're a gambler. Yeah. Well, I do still try to buy low, but like with that, I was waiting for a red day on this stock. It didn't need to be like super low, but I at least was waiting for a red day to buy in. I'm not timing the market or anything. Just if I know I'm gonna buy something, I might as well wait for the discount, right? Even though I know I'm gonna hold that for probably more than a year. I've mentioned this before. This is not financial advice, by the way. I'm not a financial advisor. I play video games for a living. So, but no, my primary investment thing for like the last 2 years, I'm a big high yield dividend stock guy. Like the kind of stocks that, you know, you buy them and then like every so often, depending on who it is and how often they pay, how much they pay, you literally just get paid like a small fraction of what you own back as like a dividend is what it's called. And I just have a lot of dividend stocks in my portfolio. I have a nice dividend portfolio. So I have just a shit ton of stocks that like randomly I'll get a ping on my phone and it'll be like, this stock just paid you back like so and so. And I'm like, oh, sweet. And it sounds like, oh man, that's just stupid passive income. That's wild. But really it's not, because I also have it set to automatically reinvest the dividends. So like, say, I don't know. I don't know if Amazon does dividends, but just to use them as an example, say I own Amazon and they paid me like $10 in dividends on a random given day. I have mine set to where it would just automatically reinvest the $10 back into Amazon. Fuck shit. That's crazy. I just sat in the perfect spot for him to come and bump into me. So I don't even, a point being, I don't even like withdraw the dividend payments. They just go right back into the same shit. And then it's basically just compound interest, if you're familiar with how that works. The more that goes back into it, the more shares that I have, the more I get on the next dividend payment, and it just compounds every time. Trying to get it to the point where I've got like a decent chunk of revenue coming through on it, like yearly. Then I might start withdrawing some, but I'm just trying to build it for now. I probably will still try to build it for a few years still. Just buy Yahoo stocks. They should come back anytime now. Should have bought Bitcoin in 1998 instead of being a child. So true. How much do you make in dividends in a year? I don't know. I have no idea. Like, legitimately. Hold on. I know there's a place where I can see that in my my analytics app. Oh, there it is. Hold on. I get like right now which is why I'm trying to go back and buy more. I get like 1,200 a year in dividends across like the whole portfolio. So I'm trying to build it out. Damn. Not bad. I started early. I started building the dividend portfolio when I was 18. So it's nice, but I started like saving and putting little bits into it like every month, like almost 5 years ago now.
What's up?
It's definitely not a get rich quick, but with enough time. Oh, that's the same spot. I almost did it again, where I was like, I'm waiting for my chance to jump at these bitches. You fucker. Nice suppressed gun. Trying to slowly build a savings account. I don't mess with stocks. Yeah, I've been big on personal finance since I was like 16. I suddenly just, I don't know where I got this like bug from, but I really had like this random, this random like moment at like 16 years old working part-time in high school where I was like, I need to start like saving my money and like investing my money so that long term my money makes money. I need to do that.
What's up?
And that's also, I've talked about my dabbling with crypto in the past.
Don't kill me.
That's how I got there. Thank God I didn't like lose money. I'm one of the lucky people who got into crypto for a bit and didn't lose a fuck ton of money. I've said a million times before that I would never get back into crypto. I was into it, I won a little bit, and I'm like, nope, never touching this shit again. Because after I won and like made a good bit of money from it, it made me realize that like I didn't make that money because I did anything smart. I literally just got lucky. And there's like, that's all it was. And I was like, oh no, I shouldn't be fucking with this because I just as easily could have lost money doing this, right? So I just stopped. I don't fuck with crypto at all. Or even like short-term trades, because I used to day trade stocks too. I don't do that.
What's up?
I don't fuck with it. Inflation is the killer of any savings account. What difficulty are we playing? It's not EU Extreme. This is very easy right now. Because the dog tag grind requires getting every guard's tag on every difficulty. And you do have to do them separately. So, here we are on very easy mode for today. We'll see you around, Oniket. How many Chol points do I need to retire? Ooh.
Freeze.
That's a good question. 69, 420 sextillion. That's probably the correct answer. I'd go with that. You don't buy meme stocks, you're doing it wrong.
One of those hostages in there is Ames.
Hold on, I saw a question.
His heartbeat should sound different.
Let me go back. Sorry, I read it and I was gonna come back to it, but I kind of forgot. I got carried away. Any advice for beginners on investing, I'm assuming?
If it really is Ames,
I don't have any suggestions in terms of like buying certain stocks or anything like that, or certain strategies. It's kind of whatever you want to do, and also I don't want to get in trouble. What I started doing though, just in general as like a finance thing,
If you do make a mistake,
is
switch the microphone
from
for
that
an
point
8K
when I was
and
16
get out
years
of there
old, where
before a
I
guard gets
suddenly was like,
suspicious.
I need to be smart
If you're
about my money,
discovering
otherwise I'm
something,
gonna get
they'll
myself in a
retreat
bad
and
spot
call in
someday,
reinforcements.
inevitably.
You won't make it out of the
Um,
room. The mission will be over. if
which is
you're
a wild
discovered.
thing for me to
Don
have
your disguise and
randomly
look for Ames while deflecting the
thought
enemy's
at 16,
suspicion.
but thank God. For years since I was 16, I have saved at least 15% of every bit of money I've made. Minimum 15% of every time I get paid. Obviously, there's a good chance that not everyone is in a position to do that, but again, like, I started early on doing that. Like, pretty much, I mean, I hadn't even had a bank account for that long at that point, right? So pretty much as early as I could have started, I started on stuff like that. Which one of you is Ames? That's Ames.
Hey, you, just wait.
Shit, I was getting stupid.
Jack, what's going on? Answer me!
Chol VODs. Let's go.
Jack!
Yes, Chol VODs. The bot is plugging Chol VODs now. You guys heard of this, what's it? This new channel going around that everyone's been talking about, Chol VODs? Difficult with child support, not being able to save much right now. Yeah. Yeah, stuff like that is why I'm glad that I did get started early. Because I've also been fortunate enough to not, like, have any crazy... Well, for a bit, I did kind of have a point where it was really hard to save. But then, that's when I got lucky with crypto. Which I shouldn't have been in crypto. But, got lucky. Managed to get me out of a bad spot temporarily. And then I just said, nope, done. Because I will never get that lucky again.
Keep still and listen to me. I'm not a terrorist. I got in here using one of their
Dumb death?
uniforms.
Yeah, it was dumb.
I'm taking off the tape. Stay quiet.
Yeah, I don't have much financial advice that I'd feel comfortable sharing on stream, other than just, like, if you can find an amount that works for you, that's like every time I get a paycheck or whatever, I save this much. Just do that, and don't break that.
I'm Richard Ames.
Secret Service.
Never did, and I'm happy I didn't.
No.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, you can get really lucky and win, but you most likely won't. Like, it's not likely that you will. It was very lucky that I did.
So I'll be brief. How about switching to nanocommunications first?
I've been lucky enough to not have kids yet, and that's damn solid advice, by the
Silence
way.
beats talk when it comes to safety.
Financially speaking, yes. Start a red-pilled alpha male course. That's where the money's at. Bro, that's what I've been saying.
Are you on?
Right here. Do you really know where the president
I
is?
could start my...
Certainly. He was moved to the first floor of Shell 2's core section.
First floor. The core of Shell 2.
Trying to
Is he
think
still
of a
there?
good name
I don't
for
know.
it,
I can't
for
get a
my
response.
course.
You don't think he's been like the other hostages?
If I was gonna do a crazy, like, alpha male course...
Disaster, remember?
What are you talking about? Regardless of what
About
they
how to
do
get
the hostages,
money,
they
bitches,
won't touch the president.
What makes
power.
you so sure?
The case.
What would I call
You
it?
mean the nuclear button they took?
Right. And the case won't do a thing by itself. That case may be the single most advanced
Crypto is
example of a
fancy
weapons
gambling,
fail-safe
yeah.
system. The password is nothing less than the physiological
Though,
data
so the
of
stock
US
market can
president.
absolutely be the same way.
Physiological data.
It just depends
The
how you
president's
trade.
own vital signs.
The
Heartbeat,
stock market can just as
brainwave
easily be
pattern,
fancy
blood
trade
pressure,
or
and so
fancy
on are
gambling.
constantly monitored and relayed by his internal
I used to do
nanomachines.
fancy
This
gambling on the
information,
stock
along with
market.
The DNA pattern serve as a biometric password, unbreakable even by the latest parallel processor supercomputers. The password entry itself cannot be performed
Wait.
unless brainwave patterns and heartbeats fall within normal parameters, rendering.
Wait, Mikkel, are you being serious? Because I actually haven't heard about this. Hold on.
Must be made of the president's
Hold
own
on.
free will. As a
Have y'all
fail-safe,
heard about the Andrew
it must
Tate
also
meme
be
coin
reconfirmed
rug pull
power
in the big
even after the initial
2025?
login.
where he gaslit his followers into saying that it's God's plan because they haven't earned any of that money, which is why they lost it.
At least until the bird flies.
Is there really a new model of Metal Gear
That's
here?
insane.
Absolutely. The black case serves as the launch key to Metal Gear as well.
I'm so incredibly serious he rug pulled again. Saying that it's part of God's plan that he won the money
The entire thing was planned. The oil
is
spill, the tanker accident that
batshit.
caused it, everything. The big shell was built
I saw a video called How to Go Ghost Mode, and he basically just said, work out and take care of yourself, millions of views.
What's going on around here?
Wait.
Did the Trump coin end up being a rug pull? I don't think so. From what I saw of the Trump coin, because everyone just immediately assumed this was going to be a rug pull.
That's him?
Like, as soon as it hit the market, we all kind of went, uh-oh, here we go. But then I saw some people, like, going in and auditing the blockchain on it. And apparently, all of, like, the reserved coins on Trump coin can't even be sold for, like, a minimum of 2 years.
Who knows?
I don't know if that's entirely true, because, like, I haven't looked at it, but I saw some people, like, auditing it, and that's what they were saying, is that those reserved coins are all completely locked away for at least 2 years, which just means that the people up top who have, like, a large portion, like the majority of the coin, won't even be able to sell it until, like, 2027, if that is true.
So it must be the Patriots.
So maybe it's not. And as far as I heard, or as I have heard, it hasn't, like, tanked in value or anything. Hold on. Coffeezilla has a video on the coins, does he? I can look at them right now. I still have the app for crypto, even though I haven't used it for years.
What about the president?
The password entry has already been made to the black case. In 1 hour, we'll need a confirmation from him.
Okay.
Make sure you keep him alive until then.
Yes, I know.
What about the unit's activation?
Almost.
This doesn't look like a rug pull, because it's not like a big enough crash for it to be a rug pull.
No.
But the coin has lost more than half of its value since going live. So it's not great. Definitely a poor investment if you were in on it, like, right at the start. You would have lost more than half of the money you put into it.
I cannot even
But it doesn't
guess.
look like it got rugged. Oh shit.
Olga, don't cast suspicion where it isn't due.
Where it isn't due, when you watched my father die and did nothing.
It's been 2 years ago, Olga. Let it go.
I read the case file for Shadow Moses, by the way.
Olga, how could you suspect me?
I know that the ninja is not one of my men.
How meaningful you make that sound. If Sergei were still alive...
If the old man were still alive, I wouldn't need to take orders from you.
Olga, Sergei was my best friend.
If you sell us out, I'll kill you myself.
Listen, daughter of Sergei. Don't ever let me see your gun pointed at me again.
If you wish, I'll put a bullet in your back instead.
I took you both in when no one else would. You think any government would have you as irregulars in this political climate? The worst kind of wet works, maybe. But even that's doubtful. I recommend against switching camps. You've nowhere left to go. It's happening again.
This damn right arm. Liquid! It's almost as if it's having its revenge.
How much do you think we spent on that arm in Lyon? The best transplant surgery team in the world.
I never trust a Frenchman. There's something going on. The incidents are becoming more frequent.
Maybe that man's presence.
Ocelot, I leave this place in your hands. I have the intruder to take care of.
Yes, King.
Is that really Solid Snake?
That's what he claims.
I thought Snake was dead.
Solid Snake did die. But he's also here in the shell. Either he survived or there are two of them.
Two of them?
Two of them.
That's impossible. Anyway, what did you manage to catch?
They said password input was complete.
I thought so.
You said the password entry into the black case had to be made by the president willingly.
That's right.
So this means the president is cooperating with them.
It would have to be, yes.
Why?
Probably tired of being a puppet, but it wasn't a smart move to betray us.
A puppet?
We're running out of time. They will fire a nuke. You know what you need to do before then.
Fire the nuke? But it's nowhere close to the ransom deadline.
Ransom?
$30 billion in cash.
What are you babbling about? The nuclear strike is not a threat. It's been the objective all along.
They plan to slaughter millions of people.
No, a high-altitude detonation. You've heard of the Compton effect?
Total disruption of electronic equipment caused by EMMA pulse.
Textbook answer. Well, when an average nuclear warhead goes off within the atmosphere, the result is an electromagnetic pulse of up to 50 billion megawatts. The EMMA field can reach tens of thousands of volts per meter, and most electronic equipment will be toast in an instant.
Damn.
If one of the key movers of world economy stops functioning, it could mean the beginning of a global depression.
But that isn't their aim. What they plan to do is liberate Manhattan. Pull it offline and turn it into some kind of a republic. Hence, Sons of Liberty, I suppose.
Sons of Liberty?
Damn! Ocelot is coming. I'm going offline.
The Emma Field?
Search my pocket. Hurry! It's a security card. You'll be able to unlock doors of up to level 3 security. Use it to get to Shell 2. Take care of the president before they launch the nuke. He's coming here. Pick up your AK.
Oh god. Oh god, my AK.
What do you think you're doing?
I asked him to remove these. I'm ill, you see.
I always knew that the DIA turned out second-rate liars.
What are you talking about?
No need for denials. We know what you are, Colonel Ames. They knew that the president was planning to betray them. So they sent you in to keep tabs on him. Am I right?
You.
Sorry, Colonel. You failed to carry out your duties.
You'll never escape the Lali-Lulelo.
Is that so? What the?
You tricked me. I understand now. Ocelot.
You, which team are you with?
Oh, you know.
Show me your face.
Yours.
You know who he is.
No, he is not one of mine.
Identify yourself.
Nobody questions the sunglasses.
We meet at last. Alive.
Hurry, get away.
But you died.
Sorry, I'm laughing. The best part of the Metal Gear streams is seeing people who have no idea what is going on in the Metal Gear story just reacting to the random bullshit that goes on. Like Mikkel just, after sitting through that cutscene, going, the lale lole what? The best part of the Metal Gear streams, genuinely.
Ames is dead. Looked like a heart attack.
That's unfortunate. However, we do at least know where the president is.
So there really is a new type of Metal Gear in this place?
Apparently. We're still looking into it.
I've also been told that
I wonder who the imposter is. Maybe the dude with the orange glasses.
Not the $30 billion.
Right. It was a cover-up all along.
Colonel, what are you keeping from me?
I am not keeping back anything. It's not as though I'm told all the facts either. I'm pulling in all the favors I can to look into all this. Just be a little patient. Our priority should be with the president right now. We can take it that they've completed the password entry and are preparing Metal Gear for nuclear strike. Get to the president as soon as possible.
But the president is cooperating with them.
According to Ames, yes. But it's also true that they're about to get rid of the president. There's something else going on here, and the president may be able to tell you what it is when you see him in person. Once they get the confirmation for nuclear launch, they'll do it. You need to rescue the president before then.
Jack, I agree with the Colonel. You need to protect the president for now.
All right.
All right. I guess I'll protect the president.
Freeze!
MGS story is awesome, but unbelievably insane, yet it plays it 100% straight. It really does, and I think that's what makes it so entertaining, is that it acts like there's nothing all that crazy going on, while simultaneously saying like the most batshit insane stuff you will ever hear. But it just acts like it's completely normal. It's just like, oh yeah, the lolly lule lo, the Patriots. You know, the Emma Fields from the nuke. Okay, no mines. Quick stop at Strut F for all the good shit. There we go. Oh, shit. There we go. Where I think an MGS show, animated series, etc. wouldn't work. I feel like it would, but I also feel like it just wouldn't be the same. I think it would be fine, but so much of like Metal Gear's charm is so directly tied
What's wrong?
to like the video games medium that I don't feel like Metal Gear would translate well to anything else. At least I think it could work fine as like a show or a movie or whatever, but it wouldn't be the same, right? So much of it only works because it is a video game, whereas if this was like a TV show or a movie, it would just be odd. An animated series may work, but it would need to be really good. Maybe it could work if they like made the opening have Limp Bizkit playing or something. I don't know. Just spitballing. Okay, this time not gonna die. all M4 ammo. Don't mind if I do. Wait till you see the bosses in MGS3, Mickle. I think MGS3 is like peak Metal Gear goof factor.
Freeze.
Like in just pure silliness, I think MGS3 takes the cake, which is probably why a lot of people love it, or at least a good reason why. Didn't really get the chance and I'm not really a stealth player, do it. And honestly, because like the way that I'm assuming you'll get into the games nowadays, if you do, will probably be the Master Collection. Give the MSX games a try. Don't like force yourself to play them all the way through, because if you don't like them, you just don't like them. And a lore video on YouTube will largely get you the same thing. But Metal Gear 1 is like 4 hours long, and Metal Gear 2 is like 6 hours long. So if you do like them, then there's some pretty, you know, short and sweet little like prologues to the insanity that you'll get in the solid games. Like a lore video could absolutely get you caught up in terms of like just if you wanted to start with MGS1. But it's worth giving the 2D games a shot, like at the very least. The MSX games are proper retro, yeah. Which puts off a lot of people, but they're so short, and especially now because people like getting into the series for the first time are mostly buying the Master Collection to do so. I normally recommend that people at least like install those games and just give them a shot because they're already there, like in the total package, and you might like them. If you just sit down for like an hour and play OG Metal Gear, you might actually get pretty into it. It's not for everyone, for sure. Like some people do just bounce off of them because it's not their thing. And at that point, then yeah, just watch a lore video, skip ahead. But if you give it a shot, you might be surprised. I'm just waiting for Metal Gear Rising. Rising is also some pretty peak Metal Gear goofiness. That shit gets wild.
Hear me.
Pliskin, where have you been?
Checking around. I'm in Strut H right now. How's the situation over there?
We have a lead on the president's location.
Where is he?
Shell 2 core, the first floor.
I'm cut off from the core where I am. It's a mess here.
All right, I'm on my way to Shell 2 right now.
There are IR sensors in place on the connecting bridge between shells 1 and 2. If you break the beams, the Semtex will go off.
Yeah, I heard them talking about that.
Target the control units and destroy them. Make sure you don't shoot the Semtex.
What do the control units look like?
Take a look with your binoculars.
That's the Semtex. And that must be the control unit.
David Hayter is Snake and I will die on this hill. No, you guys. We're all Snake. Ooh. Shit. Did I hit it? I did not hit it. Oh, I did hit it. Never mind. Where are the other ones? That's one right there. I'm just a little off angle. I vaguely remember there being one behind the flag or something. also feel like I remember... Wasn't there something with all the pigeons? Thought so. Oh! Very easy mode might have less of them. That wouldn't surprise me at all, actually. Shit. Still blocking my own vision of it. Yeah, there's less of them on very easy. Okay. That's why. No, I was looking, because I remember there being one, like, behind the flag and one over with, like, the birds and stuff, but there's just less of them on very easy.
Raiden, I found us a ride.
I'm all ears.
One of the enemy's Kasatkas.
Is it in good shape?
Full tank. I'm heading for Shell 1 now. What about that Harrier?
It's not on the heliport.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Good. I'll set this one down there then.
No reason to, really.
Hostages. They're being held on level B1 in the core. Pliskin, you didn't happen to find any other places where hostages were being held, did you?
No, nothing like that.
Okay.
How many hostages are there?
A lot.
There's a few short of 30. One dead and several wounded.
The Kasatka's cargo area will hold 13 max.
What about the other Kasatka?
I sabotaged it. It can't come after us if it can't get off the ground. We'll have to make 2 trips.
Can you fly a Kasatka?
I have a pilot who's flown the civilian model, the KA-62 in VR. There's not a whole lot of difference between the military KA-60 and the civilian model.
Cleared for takeoff.
Raiden, let me introduce you to my partner, Otacon.
The goat!
Otacon?
Hey,
the
Raiden.
goat!
Nice to meet you.
Intruders! Over here! Damn!
Best Metal Gear character. When you say 100%, what do you mean?
Colonel, I need some answers from you.
I mean, I'm
Who exactly is Pliskin
clinically
and his
insane.
partner?
I know what you're thinking.
It keeps coming back to Shadow
all
Moses.
achievements
now
and
this Otacon.
everything else that comes along with it.
PhD, a Shadow Moses survivor.
Rose?
Snake and
You have to be?
Otacon both
Yeah.
became fugitives after Shadow Moses, wanted for acts of terrorism.
An anti-Metal Gear organization.
They sabotaged and destroyed.
This is
countless
Master
Metal Gear
Collection, yeah.
units throughout
Just for the
world.
achievements.
And were responsible for the incident 2 years ago that necessitated the construction of the Big Shell.
Snake and his
Can we just skip to the nanomachines, son? No!
Why are you defending them?
We do this the right way,
On what I've done here
in
so
release
far.
order,
And things
as
like training
Kojima
and sense of
intended.
Duty alone won't get you through a sneaking mission like this.
Jack, are you okay?
You need
Still kind of
something
pissed now that we know about
I
the
can't think of the right word, but
potential
it has to be pure
Metal Gear
will,
Rising 2,
backed up
speaking
by,
of,
by
but
courage or ideals or something like that. I'd stake
as
my
close
life on
to
it.
what
The solid
Kojima
snake that
intended
saved Shadow
as
Moses
possible.
couldn't turn into a terrorist.
Maybe that's true, but they went down with that.
This one is
tank 2
arguably the
years
most
ago.
challenging.
We even recovered Snake's
We've got the
body.
worst of it
And the
done
DNA
aside
test
from the big
results on
boss
his body
rank,
say
but we
it's
already
him.
did like
Jack, I know
all the
what you're
VR
saying,
missions
but
and all
Snake is
the worst
dead.
parts
He can't
aside
be
from Big
here.
Boss.
Not
That's the
even
only
if
like
it's Dr.
bad
Hal
thing that I
Emily.
have
But
left.
that also means that he can't be the terrorist leader.
The dog
behind
tags are
this
just time
thing.
consuming at this point. Will I play Delta for 100%? If it ever fucking comes out. But yeah. The 2024, you guys. It's coming out 2024. Don't worry about it. Oh, Mikkel, you said that at the worst possible time. Hold your tongue and watch.
For you, a messenger from the Patriots. Where do I know him from?
So you're the boss around here.
No, not just around here. I'm the boss to surpass Big Boss himself. Solid Snake. No, that is not Solid Snake. What a pleasant surprise, brother.
Save it. You brother of mine.
Don't say you've forgotten me, Snake.
This is so peak MGS2. This shit is so perfectly goofy.
Snake?
Right, take cover. impersonating him. Brother, I'm a whole different game from Liquid.
This shit is so wild.
Nanomachine, son! That the best you can do, Snake?
Did I get it?
I think you got him. Psych! He's riding a plane!
It's the Harrier.
This shit does not get old. It doesn't matter how many times I see this scene. This shit does not get old.
The world needs only one big boss.
This is so goofy.
I'll drown you fools for interfering.
This is what makes Metal Gear so peak. Shit like this. You're playing a completely normal stealth game and then you get hit with like a scene that's just this.
Right. This is the Stinger missile launcher. The Kasaka can't stand up to the Harrier. You have to shoot the Harrier down.
Snake, we got
I'm counting on you.
I just love Mikkel. The timing of Mikkel being like, man, if I had to sit through all these talks, these cutscenes, whatever, I would never make it to the Nanomachines game. The timing of him saying it like as we get into that cutscene. Just such a beautiful showcase of Kojima batshit storytelling. Bitch. Get stingered. Oh, don't lock onto Snake. Uh-oh. The word you're looking for is epic. Both work. Both definitely work. I say goofy in like an affectionate way. Most of the time. With Metal Gear, it's almost always affectionately. What a smooth transition to Ace Combat. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. That's how that works, by the way. That's how you dodge a barrage of explosives. I can talk. Oh, shit, it's the missiles. I was reading chat. Come here straight from the 13-hour marathon video. Well, hello, welcome. Nice missiles. Oh. Ramirez, use the stinger to take down that Harrier. Oh, also Mikkel. Wait for it. time for more peak. I'm just gonna start yelling Mickle whenever great stuff is about to happen.
There's something coming up.
That's Metal Gear! It's already active!
Yeah, I love the Metal Gear Ray.
They got my eye! Vamp! Go! Ha!
I love Vamp so much. Maybe a little too much. You know why they call him Vamp, chat?
Hey, what's that?
It's running on water.
Honestly, Rising gets all the credit for the goofy shit, but it started way back here, didn't it?
Raiden,
Jesus.
Yeah. How about you guys?
Barely
Bisexual
managed, but we're
Jesus.
all right.
The chopper?
We need some time for repairs.
Oh.
The president's all yours.
Okay. Can I ask you
Sorry, was
something?
that like blasphemous?
Are you the Snake? They said you were dead.
No, not me. There are still too many things I need to do.
Snake, you're a legend, and that's why I need to ask you this.
Legend? A legend is nothing but fiction. Someone tells it, someone else remembers, everybody passes it on.
I'm here because I was assigned to this mission, not because I want to. If I could, I'd be out of here in a second. How could you come back to all this? Why keep fighting?
There's something my best friend said to me once.
What?
We're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at, but at least I always fought for what I believed in.
What about the DNA results from that body?
That was Liquid's body. He and Snake are identical on the genetic level.
Liquid?
A deception, for our own protection. We stole his frozen body from some organization. Kind of a hassle, though.
That's all there is to it.
Are you two really an NGO?
Insofar as we're a non-profit organization of civilians advocating a cause, yes. The cause happens to be the eradication of Metal Gear.
We work on our own, but it's a cause worth fighting for.
Why would you stick your neck out for something this risky?
That's the way I used to look at it. 4 years
Should have
ago,
seen it coming.
I was holed up in the middle of nowhere in Alaska, drinking too much.
We have a responsibility to the coming generations, to the world.
What responsibility?
To keep track of the mistakes we've made as a species.
We need to remember, to spread the word, to fight for change. And that's what keeps me alive.
You think you can change the future?
Nah, I'm not as arrogant as that.
What you do isn't grassroots activism. It's more like terrorism.
I admit that.
But our group, Philanthropy, received some information. A new Metal Gear prototype was being developed here, and terrorists were planning to raid the facility.
Mhm.
The information came from a very reliable source.
So you're here to...
We're here to stop all that. But I also have a personal motive.
Looks like the terrorists have his sister in the big shell. We're here on our own, not under anyone's orders. We have our own battles. Otacon's here for someone. I'm not.
This is a military mission.
Jack, are you all right?
Just barely.
I'm
You
fine.
almost gave me a heart attack.
Sorry, it wasn't intentional.
I know that. And I know I need to stay stronger.
Say a prayer for me, Rose, so I can come back.
You will make it back. I'm with you all the way, remember?
That means a lot to me, you know.
I'm going to save the data, okay, Jack?
That sounds like a good idea, actually.
Colonel, Metal Gear's already gone active.
It's not too late. You can still prevent a nuclear strike by securing the president and preventing password confirmation from taking place. Get to the president. He's in the core section of Shell 2.
I'm checking the satellite images. Looks like you can get to the core from the other side of Strut L.
The core hasn't gone under yet from what we can tell. Follow the railings down, then jump onto the pipes.
The only viable strut in the outer perimeter is the L. That attack just now doesn't make any sense. It's like they have no more use for this place.
Colonel, you were monitoring the codec calls. That man was the real Snake all along.
Maybe.
Maybe?
Don't let your guard down with him.
Why do you say that?
Because they were never a part of the simulation. They're an unknown factor.
You can take your simulation and... We're out here, we bleed, we die.
Calm down.
I suggest that you do, Raiden. Even if that is Snake. That has no bearing on your mission.
Colonel, you and Snake used to be on the same side. I don't understand. I read about you and Snake in the Darkness of Shadow Moses.
I don't give a damn what that piece of trash said. Do you get me?
Maybe it's Snake. I love the maybe. All right, hold on, chat. I've honestly been chugging my water, and I need a piss break. I need to go to the bathroom real quick. So, I'll be back in a minute. Feel free to get up real quick while I'm up and get a drink, snack, bathroom break yourself. I don't know. Whatever you got to do while I'm up, feel free to do it. And I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I'm ready. Maybe as soon as I went on break, my ass. I don't believe it. I just don't believe you, False. You say that every time. Even when you're not at work, you say that. How am I supposed to believe you? Hello? Use the coolant spray to put out fire. Wow. Oh. I can't even... I don't even have like... Ah! The reaction!
Right. Are you all right? Answer me. Raiden!
Just got back from my walk. I'm a fibber. I knew it. Whoops. I was like, oh, the stairs are shaking. Very careful of the bird shit. Very good riding. Wait, what is that? Oh, fuck me. Okay, got me some brownie and a tequila sunrise. Interesting combo. I don't know how to get across. They put the bird shit in Astrobot? Wait, really? The MGS2 like bird shit gimmick where you slip and fall to your death? That's pretty awesome, actually. Literally all I heard is, yeah, if you're doing it for the first time, you fall and die a lot in this part. There's just a lot of like little spots where you're basically just gonna die if you don't know like the gimmick. The level was all orange and stuff. That's pretty awesome. Oh no.
No, this isn't happening.
I forgot about
Jack,
that one.
you have to answer me. Jack! Jack!
I forgot about that one. Fuck. Oh no. Raiden lays down to his demise. He does. Raiden never throws the last statement back as a question like Snake does. False is back. False has been in the Twitch chat. Wait, really? Unequipping your weapon while crouching makes you go faster? Interesting. Good to know, I guess. There are Twitch chatters? There are. It's like Tibby said earlier. It seems so weird when I respond to Twitch chat because you guys just can't see it. I'm just having like a conversation with someone who's in the Twitch chat and you guys have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. I need to get on the chat box. I was going to do it last week. Like not last week. I was going to do it over the weekend, more accurately. But I actually swapped video editors over the weekend. So that took up about the time that doing the chat box would have, unfortunately. Just because outside of like the initial setup, I'm trying to figure out the workflow again and getting like all my plugins set up and my presets and all that takes a bit.
My father had some unfinished business with him.
Olga, calm yourself. Personal feelings.
Then screw your plan. I've been waiting for this day for 2 years, and I will send him to the bottom of the ocean, right next to my old man.
The launch comes first.
Damn it. Where is Ocelot?
Not here.
I don't trust him.
Don't talk that way about one of your own.
He's not one of my own. He left my father to die, remember?
Olga, we'll talk later. We need to get started on the final checks for the unit.
All right. I'm headed back there.
The upper connecting bridge to Shell 1 is down.
What about the chopper?
The cam-off is out of action. Take the oil fence from strut L.
I'll tell my men to start pulling out.
Captions? Yeah, they get smaller when they get quieter because you're not looking at them.
The intruder's still at large. What about the other man?
He's got luck on his side, certainly.
He survived that explosion. Listen, Olga, the code confirmation is in 1 hour. Keep the president alive until then.
Olga, he's catching on.
It's in here. Turn the currents on.
Of course.
Looks funny though, yeah.
High voltage currents on.
The door stays shut unless the president manages to take out that circuit panel from inside the room. And it's no job for bare hands.
All right. Come back immediately.
One more thing.
What?
We leave for Russia when this business is done. I want half the money for that.
Half the money?
That was part of the agreement.
Wowza.
We start living for ourselves after this. If there's anyone who wants to stay here, I want you to take good care of them.
Gladly. Gerlukovich soldiers are the cream of the crop.
It's time they went free.
What happened to rebuilding Mother Russia?
The old man is dead. The world is a different place now.
It's your life.
Just as a reminder, I'm going to say this again, one last time. Don't try anything on us.
The feeling is mutual.
The words go in one ear and out the next.
I'm in front of the room where they're keeping the president.
Everything all right?
No sign of flooding, but I can't get close to the door. The floor is electrified.
Don't test it. You'll be bacon.
Any suggestions?
Remember the Shadow Moses VR training.
Take out the circuit panel?
Right.
But there's no way into the room.
Try ventilation ducts.
Yeah, I think I see one.
Look for a remote control missile launcher. You can guide it through the duct into the room.
Then target the circuit panel. Got it.
Right, but make sure you don't hit the president.
The president is wired with nanomachines. If we know the frequency, I can raise him.
We've tried that repeatedly, but there's no response. It looks like the walls have a built-in radio shield.
So that's why Ames lost contact with him.
If you need to confirm his position, you can log into the node.
Understood.
Locate a remote control
Raiden's
missile
name,
launcher
Chris.
first.
His name is Jack. What was it? I was trying to think first, or I was about to say something rather. Oh, the book thing. Shadow Moses is the incident from MGS1. He was referencing like a book about it not being very accurate, was what he said when he was calling it trash. But Shadow Moses was an actual thing that happened that he was a part of. And Raiden got VR training based on the Shadow Moses incident, which is what Raiden brought up there. Jack Bacon doesn't have the same ring to it? No, it doesn't. Unfortunately. And 4 bullets. I need more bullets. Is the Nikita downstairs? I forget. How has it been this long since we played like the actual main plant scenario? It feels like I've played so much MGS2. And yet, being back, like, running through the plant again for dog tags, it feels so foreign. Like, I don't even know where items are anymore. I think I remember the swimming controls. Oh, it's gonna tell me anyway.
Colonel, B1 is completely flooded from what I can see.
You'll have to swim through.
Swimming isn't my strong point. It wasn't a part of the VR training either.
Stroke the water and move forward by pushing the punch button. Push it in rapid succession to swim faster. Change your heading with the left stick. Up will take you up, down takes you lower. Left and right to face those directions.
Thank you, fake Colonel.
The O2 gauge will appear under your life gauge while you're underwater.
Back to real
the gauge
Colonel.
Corresponds to the amount of air you can hold from a single deep breath. Once the O2 gauge falls to 0, the life gauge will start to drop. You need to be aware of that.
Oh, shit. There we go. Nikita. Going back. Also, False said something really interesting in the Twitch chat, you guys. Just saying. Now you got me all curious. She then followed it with saying it here so I don't get judged. In case that makes you any less curious.
What is that?
Whoa, whoa. The route for the Nikita changes and is significantly easier on very easy. Ain't no way. Yuriko, I feel like we've done this already, right? We've done this before. Me being like, what the fuck do you mean you weren't following the Twitch before? Sorry, False, had to use you as bait to get people over to Twitch. You know how it is. You gave me a golden opportunity. My bad.
President Johnson.
Huh?
Oh, that was you last time. Never mind.
You're finally here.
You've been expecting me?
Your equipment, that skull suit, isn't exactly standard military issue.
Are you all right, sir?
Is this some kind of sick joke? I thought you came to kill me.
What?
I'm prepared to face the consequences of my betrayal.
What are you...
Don't grab my dick!
You're a man? Well, who are you?
Foxhound, sir.
Foxhound? I see. Now things are starting to make a little sense. Switch over to nano-communication so nobody can listen in.
Yes, sir. Do you read me, sir?
Yes.
Mr. President, it's my understanding that the terrorists have managed to input the code sequence necessary for launching a nuclear strike.
That's correct. I punched the sequence in myself.
You're working for them?
If you asked me 2 hours ago, my answer would have been yes. Right now, they're keeping me alive until my vital signs are reconfirmed.
They betrayed you?
I wouldn't quite put it that way. I wanted power. They sought destruction.
But why stoop to terrorism?
I wanted absolute power.
But you're the president. You have power.
No, I'm just a figurehead.
What?
I don't have any control. The real power is in the Patriots' hands.
The Patriots?
The truth behind this country. I'm not surprised you've never heard of them. Very few are aware of their existence, even among those with code word clearance.
Huh?
Politics, the military, the economy, they control it all. They even choose who becomes president. Putting it simply, the Patriots rule this country.
No.
Hard to believe, isn't it? But it's the truth. The space defense, income tax reduction, and national missile defense programs. Every policy that's been credited to me was actually done according to their instructions.
Space defense was initiated by Congress.
That's what the Patriots want the country to believe. It's all a show. Democracy is just a filler for textbooks. Think about it. Do you actually believe that public opinion influences the government?
No.
This country is shaped and controlled as the Patriots see fit. The people are shown what they want to believe. What you call government is actually a well-staged production aimed at satisfying the public.
Huh?
Don't look at me like that. I'm legally sane, you know.
It's not your sanity that worries me.
The Patriots. Even I don't know who the actual members are. Are
Mr.
they
President
financial,
making too much
political,
sense
or
right now.
military leaders? No one knows who the Patriots really are. Even my instructions come from a cutout. All I've been told is that every key decision is made by a group of 12 men, known as the Wise Men's Committee.
Your office? The White House?
Merely puppets, pawns in a game. By pledging my loyalty, an insignificant son of a senator was awarded the presidency. Of course, that wasn't the only price I had to pay.
What do you mean?
Even if a pawn becomes a queen, it is still just a playing piece. I wanted to leave my own mark in history, but my ambitions were... You'll understand someday. I wished to be a member of the Patriots. I wanted to wield the power of a king instead of being an expendable pawn.
And that justifies acts of terrorism?
Yes. I'd intended to use the new Metal Gear as a bargaining chip.
Bargaining chip?
But I underestimated Solidus. He actually wants to challenge the Patriots, even if it means the destruction of the world.
What are you saying?
Whether you believe it or not, the balance of power rests in the hands of the Patriots. They regulate the country's various interests through controlled presentation, staging a drama that is palatable to the general masses. Can you imagine what would happen if they ceased to function? Picture a massive political vacuum, a space that every powermonger will try to fill for their own greedy ends. I'm talking about an unregulated power struggle, panic, civil war, chaos. Like it or not, the Patriots is an organization that must continue to exist.
So you changed your mind because you wanted to avoid global chaos.
Exactly. When I told Solidus that I wished to prevent disaster, he replied that pawns can never become players.
And who is this Solidus?
My predecessor, George Sears. That was the name the public came to know him by. I knew him by his code name, Solidus Snake. He was the third Snake, preceded by Solid and Liquid, a survivor of the Les Enfants Terribles project. Neither solid nor liquid. He was a well-balanced masterpiece that the Patriots saw fit to entrust with the presidency. However, he fell out of grace with the organization 4 years ago. When acting on his own, he started an incident.
4 years ago? Shadow Moses.
That's right. At the time, the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, together with certain influential parties, initiated the development of Metal Gear Rex and an advanced nuclear warhead. However, this did not fall in line with the Patriots' plans. What's more, Solidus decided on his own to send his most trusted man, Ocelot, to provoke Liquid Snake, bringing about the said incident. As a result, he succeeded in obtaining Rex and the data on the warhead. But in doing so, he ended up revealing the existence of both Rex and the Genome Army, a blunder that earned him the wrath of the Patriots. Shortly thereafter, Solidus was removed from the presidential office.
I thought he resigned.
I love how they just
That's
use
the
PS1
story given
footage.
to the general public.
They do it all the
Following
way
his
through like
resignation, the
MGS4.
Patriots
They still just
selected
use
their
MGS1
new
footage.
pawn for the presidency.
But that would mean that the presidential race was...
That was quite a show, wasn't it? It was a well-scripted drama staged by the Patriots for the benefit of the public. Even the Democrats and Republicans were dancing to the Patriots' tune. Everything went according to plan, but for one exception. Following his resignation, Solidus' health was scheduled to fail him, bringing about his untimely death.
Capped?
Correct. But before the Patriots could execute their plot, Solidus went underground with the help of Ocelot. As he avoided pursuit, Solidus gained control of Dead Cell, winning over Colonel Galukovich's outfit. From there, he bided his time, knowing that his opportunity would soon arrive.
What opportunity?
The completion of the new Metal Gear project, an opportunity that would even his odds against the Patriots. By stealing the Patriots' most valued project, he would be able to place them in a very uncomfortable position. It's the only chance he has for survival. Once he has the new Metal Gear, he'll declare war against the Patriots. Needless to say, he must be stopped.
Metal Gear is already operational.
No, not yet. What you saw was Metal Gear Ray, hijacked 2 years ago from the Marines by Ocelot. That was not the new Metal Gear.
Then where's the new Metal Gear?
Right here.
What?
You're standing in it. To be more precise, this entire big shell facility is the new Metal Gear.
What'd you say?
No, I'm quite serious. The upper structure that you've seen is camouflage, designed to represent an offshore cleanup facility. The main structure extends from the foundation all the way down to the ocean floor. The connecting elevator is located on the B2 floor of the Shell 1 core. Arsenal Gear. That's the code name for the new Metal Gear.
Arsenal?
Arsenal.
That's right. Arsenal. We're talking about an impregnable fortress carrying a load of over a couple of thousand missiles, including nuclear warheads.
Who the fuck built all that?
By a horde of mass-produced
The Patriots.
Metal Gear Ray units.
The Lolly Lule Low.
The Ray unit was originally designed for the Marines to be used as a countermeasure against the Metal Gear variations throughout the world. The Patriots had Ray redesigned to protect the new Arsenal Gear.
So now anti-Metal Gears are guarding a Metal Gear.
Ironic, isn't it? That's not all. Arsenal Gear has full access to the military's tactical network, giving it the ability to exercise absolute control over our nation's armed forces, not to mention our nuclear armament. In short, Arsenal was created to be the core of our country.
What kind of idiotic weapon?
Weapon? No. You're not seeing the full picture. Arsenal Gear is more than just a military tool. It is a means
Nanomachine,
to preserve
son.
the world as it is. It will establish a new form of control. The Patriots will use it to keep their place as the country's true rulers. Right now, they feel pressured and threatened.
By what?
They fear an overabundance of digital information. The world will drown in the coming flood of information, and they along with it. The Arsenal plans include a system to digitally manage the flow of information, making it possible to shape the truth for their own purposes. In short, the Arsenal system is the key to their supremacy.
The key?
Yes, the GW system is the Patriots' trump card. Arsenal gear will be fully operational when GW is successfully integrated. Once operational, it will be a completely new form of power for the Patriots to wield. I had hoped to seize the project from them, so that I would be in a strong bargaining position.
Bargain for what?
I'd hoped to trade my way into their ranks, but Solidus preferred rebellion. Outer Heaven, his plan to unleash a nuclear blast over the skies of Wall Street to break the Patriots' control over the business community, is also a key factor in his offensive effort.
Outer Heaven?
Listen, there isn't much time. The football served as the key for activating Arsenal gear. I've already input the necessary code sequence. It won't be long before GW begins to establish connections with other external systems, and Arsenal gear becomes fully operational. Stop them before that happens. That is your role.
Role?
You've got to find Emma Emmerich. She's the only one who can stop that thing once it's been activated.
Emma Emmerich?
She's the system programmer for Arsenal gear. I believe she's somewhere on level B1 in the core of this building.
I thought the levels below us were flooded.
I'm sure they won't let her die just yet, as she's the only remaining programmer for this project. According to Ocelot, she was being held in a locker room located in the northwest part of level B1. Cut transmission and get moving.
Okay.
This is card 4. It'll give you access all the way to Emma's location. Give this to her when you find her.
What is it?
A program for disrupting the control functions between GW and Arsenal gear. Take Emma to the computer room on level B2, Shell 1 core. She'll know how to load the program into the main system.
A virus?
That's right, modeled after Foxdie. A biological weapon designed to selectively eliminate personnel with a specific genetic code.
But why do you have it?
The Patriots had it engineered as a failsafe, and Ocelot forgot to search me. You've got to hurry. That disk is the only way you're going to stop Arsenal. Well, I've told you everything
Fox.
you need to know.
Why do you think I've been calling Axel Raiden?
There's only one thing that remains to be done. Now, kill me.
What the?
There's no time to argue. The final check for my vital ID will start any second. If you kill me now, you'll at least prevent the nuclear strike.
Cut it out!
Do it! That's your role! Oh!
That's abusing your right to free speech, Mr. President. Or is it ex-president?
The president! Why did you...
Alas, my finger must have slipped. I'll see you around, carrier boy.
Forget
I love
him.
Ocelot,
He
too.
did us a favor. Without free will, there is no difference between submission and rebellion. My only real choice is to put an end to this charade. Let me at least have the freedom to end it myself.
What are you...
Find Emma. Stop Arsenal. This is my last order as your commander-in-chief. I'm counting on you.
Does he have the same voice actor in 4 and Rising? Yeah. Yeah, Raiden's voice actor never changes.
Colonel, the president is dead.
I see. I'm sorry to hear that.
Where do we go from here?
Your mission was to rescue the president and eliminate the terrorist threat. However, given the recent turn of events, we will honor the president's last directive. You must put a stop to Arsenal gear once and for all.
Do you actually think there's any truth to his story about this big shell facility being a front for Arsenal gear?
I don't have the security clearance necessary to verify the facts. However, he was the president. I'm sure he knew what he was talking about.
Aren't you forgetting that he was part of the terrorist plot?
All the more reason why I believe his information is reliable.
Huh?
We're talking about a man who chose to die rather than risk a nuclear holocaust. Thanks to his sacrifice, the Nuclear Launch Authority has shifted to the Vice President, effectively eliminating the terrorist threat.
Colonel, when you put it like that, it almost sounds like I should have assassinated the President to eliminate the threat.
That was not my intention. I was trying to point out that there is certainly some credibility to the words of a man who chose death to protect the innocent.
The Colonel has a point, Jack.
What about the information he gave me on the Patriots?
That's a new one on me. I'll see what I can find out. Raiden, we're running out of time. Find Emma. She's supposed to be located on level B1, in the core of that building you're in, right? You've got to find her before Arsenal becomes fully operational.
Hurry, Jack.
It's up to you to make sure that the President didn't sacrifice his life in vain.
Understood. Raiden out.
What's your status, Raiden?
Snake, the President, he's been assassinated.
What?
There was nothing I could do.
What about the nuclear strike code sequence?
He died before his vital ID could be reconfirmed.
Then the enemy's lost their nuclear strike capability.
But that Ocelot guy obviously killed the President on purpose.
Why?
It doesn't make any sense. They had to know that they couldn't launch the nuke if they killed the President.
Maybe there's a way to launch without reconfirming the vital ID.
Or maybe they found a more effective weapon within Arsenal gear.
You knew about Arsenal gear?
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me about it?
You never asked.
Am I correct in assuming you also know that the Big Shell's a front for the project?
You mean, did I know that the Big Shell, a fully functional environmental cleanup facility, was designed to camouflage Arsenal gear? Yeah, I did. It's exactly what the President and Ames described, a massive cover story. The good news is that it hasn't really done much in terms of cleaning up the environment, so we won't have to worry about any toxic gas being released if we have to blow the house down.
Right. And when did you find out about all of this?
It took a while, but we uncovered the info around the time you took out that mad bomber. There's no doubt that Arsenal gear is being built here. And it was all set up 2 years ago, on that day. All of it.
2 years ago? What really happened here?
You never asked is so based.
I know these pictures. They were on the news, on several websites. If I remember right, the reporters blamed you for sinking the tanker.
That's right. Otacon, me, we were used.
We'd hoped that by going public with photos of the new Metal Gear, we could persuade the government. At least that was the plan at the time.
I've gone through VR training of the tanker mission before.
Yeah? Well, I doubt it accurately simulates the events of that mission. I'd infiltrated the dummy tanker to obtain proof that a Metal Gear was under development. Shortly after I made it aboard, an armed group led by Colonel Gerlukovich raided the ship and gained control.
Olga and Ocelot were among the raiding party.
Yeah, and him.
Who are you talking about?
A man that was supposed to be dead.
Their target was also Metal Gear Ray. But Ocelot eliminated Colonel Gerlukovich and Marine Commander Scott Dolph, and he hijacked Ray.
So he betrayed them?
I don't know what kind of deal was going down. All I remember is what Ocelot said at the time. Something like, "I'm taking it back."
Ocelot then sank the tanker, along with the soldiers of the Marine Corps.
How did you manage to get out?
Otacon managed to have a small boat ready for me.
That was the easy part. The tough part was not getting dragged down with a sinking tanker. Small miracle when you think about it. It turned out that the whole thing was a setup to lure us. Photos of Snake, taken by the Cypher, were released to the public. In turn, we became the world's most wanted environmental terrorists.
It was definitely a move aimed at putting a stop to our anti-Metal Gear activities.
But why did they choose Snake?
Since the Shadow Moses incident, Snake became sort of a hero. I think the Patriots weren't too happy about that.
You knew about the Patriots?
Well, yes, to a certain degree.
It seems like everyone knows about them except me.
They didn't choose Snake to be a hero.
So they decided to do a smear campaign.
I think the Patriots wanted to make an
He's
example
not blonde.
so everybody would think twice before opposing them.
That's it! They set all this up just to nail you guys.
No, there's more to it than that. The Marines' Metal Gear Ray project, headed by Commander Dolph, was carried out in opposition to the Navy's Arsenal Gear project. To be more precise, the Patriots considered Metal Gear Ray to be a thorn in their side. Hence, they attacked the dummy tanker and stole Ray. They followed this up with a perfect plan. They immediately sent a fully loaded tanker to the same location and sank it, then set up the facility to camouflage the development of Arsenal Gear.
And we fell for it. 2 more puppets in their show.
Colonel Gerlukovich and his daughter Olga?
Both fell victim to Ocelot's plot.
Was Solidus behind all this? He used Ocelot to get hold of Ray, huh?
No, he was underground, keeping a low profile at the time.
Then it must be the Patriots.
If that's the case, what's Ocelot doing alongside Solidus?
Forget it. We're wasting time. We can figure this out later. The nuclear strike's been prevented, but Arsenal still has a massive payload of missiles to deal with.
Right. If the opposition gets control of those missiles...
Raiden, you've got to find Emma.
Wait a second. Isn't Emma Emmerich...
my sister?
What's she doing here?
You got me. She's a computer whiz who specializes in neural AI and ultra-variable volume data analysis using complex logic. How she got involved in weapons development is beyond me.
Whatever her reasons, we need her in order to stop Arsenal.
Raiden, find her.
I'm on my way.
That's one of the long ones in 2. I don't know if it is the longest, but I think that might be the longest cutscene in 2.
What can I do for you, Jack?
Or I guess technically like string of cutscenes. Yeah, whatever. You get what I mean. More plans than Dutch from Red Dead.
Jack,
what is it?
I've always been alone.
Huh?
I'm so lonely.
Lonely? Rose, we've always...
Not always.
What do you mean?
You've never slept beside me.
What are you talking about?
After we've been together in my room, you stay awake all night, or you head for the door.
Is this really the time to bring this up?
Why, Jack? Why?
Listen, Rose, I'm right in the middle of a mission, and
Why? Why can't you relax when you're with me?
Look, the mission,
Why don't you open up to me?
Rose, I just can't.
All I ever wanted was to share your dreams, to spend a meaningful evening with you. I just wanted to find you by my side when I woke up. Is that asking too much?
It's the night. I'm scared of the night. It's got nothing to do with you.
Scared of the night? What's that supposed to mean?
I can't relax when I'm with someone.
Jack, you wouldn't even let me in your room.
I need privacy. I just can't be bothered.
Bothered?
Wrong word. What I wanted to say was that there are certain things that I have to keep to myself.
Do you remember that time I forced my way into your room? We'd known each other for almost a year, and you blew up. It was the first time you ever raised your hand against me. I was so worried about you.
Look, I'm sorry.
It wasn't your violent nature that scared me. It was your room, your heart.
Stop it.
There wasn't anything in your room. Only a bed and a small desk. It looked like a prison cell.
Rose?
No television set. No family pictures. Not even a poster.
Rose, I only use that room for sleeping.
A lifeless room. Almost like your empty heart.
That's why I tried to keep you out.
I thought I was beginning to understand you. Until I saw that room.
Would you have been happier if I had a picture of you hanging on the wall?
That's not what I was trying to say.
Enough, Rose. We'll talk about this later. After the mission.
Right. After the mission. I understand.
That's... Yep, every time. This is why we don't save our game often. These two are the worst, man. I can't stand them. I hate the Jack and Rose shit. They are actually just Yeah. Raiden's such a trauma baby. I can't believe False doesn't like him, right? False just doesn't want to like him because I said that she would like him. That's all that's happening. He's like the perfect candidate for False simping. There's no fucking way. I fully believe that she just doesn't want to because I predicted that she would. We're up to 81% on the very easy plant tags, and total, we're up to 58.38% of all the dog tags in the game. 58.38. 000. You'll have to wait and see. I think. That's what I think. Anyway, it is about that time. I got some shit to go do, including making dinner. I got some chicken that's prepped and ready to go. Salt and pepper chicken. I'm gonna fuck that shit up. So, I hope you. Thank you guys for coming to stream. If you enjoyed and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a sub, a follow, whatever. Come back another time. We're doing this. We're doing a whole bunch of other stuff like Armored Core, Ace Combat, Resident Evil, Yakuza. Whole lot of good shit. Come back for any of it. Also, if you enjoyed on the YouTube side, feel free to leave a like. Algorithm thing, you know how it goes for the VOD. Boost the VOD just a little bit, so it helps. Speaking of, if you haven't seen it, Chol VODs. Chol VODs, everyone. The VODs are moving from the main YouTube channel to the new archive. Does this command not work? There we go. I didn't test it, so I was like, did I mess it up? There. Chol VODs. If you're someone who ever wants to like watch a VOD for any reason, you know, if you miss a stream and you want to get caught up, if you can't make streams live, whatever, they're getting moved from the main channel to the Chol VODs channel. So make sure you go over there and subscribe to that if that's your thing. If not, ignore it. If you're looking for links to anything outside of Twitch or YouTube to engage with the community, check out links in the description below. Things like Twitter, Discord server, whatever. Oh, sorry. On Twitch, they're on the channel page, chat commands, whatever, the normal stuff. If you're looking for it, you'll find it. Other than that, though, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope to see you always back here next time. I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Thank you for coming to the stream, and goodbye. Chol VODs. Goodbye.